Yo, just to let y'all know, it's the fourth quarter. It's the fourth quarter. Whatever you was doing before you got here, I hope you're still doing it. If you took a break, that's fine. If you're tapped in, it's great. I might have to start a new thing with this. Sorry, Funk Flex, I ain't really trying to steal your thunder. But really, everybody can't come up here. Gangster. When it comes to SRL one-on-one sit-downs, everybody can't come up here. No disrespect to those that's trying to be up here, and we ain't. It's getting to that point now. And remember, every one of my guests are special. That's a fact. Oh, man. And we're back. Sway reporting live, one-on-one sit-downs. Every one of my guests are special. Don't call it a break. It's a hiatus. Whatever. I don't care. Consistency. And we're going to add a new tagline. Everybody can't come up here. Sorry, Flex, if I'm stealing your thunder. At some point in life, you will see this because, we getting there. But we're not going to do too much on that. But, everybody can't come up here. This seat is special to me, and hopefully it's special to my guest today. I'm not even going to introduce him. He likes to be a little incognito in the streets sometimes. When you see him, make sure you say what's up. But then he goes back into locked-in mode. And that's the side we're trying to get into, the side that not everybody sees of this man. Please, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, long-awaited, Melo Films!
I appreciate you for having me, bro.
My brother.
My brother.
Let's first start off. How's your day? How you feeling?
Feel good, bro. It's a regular day, bro.
Regular day in the life of Melo Films, SwayReporting Live. Honestly, this has been long awaited.
Very.
I feel like I've been.
My apologies.
I feel like I've been trying to get you on the show for like a year and a half, 2 years now.
I like being behind the cameras a lot.
Respect.
But like lately, I've just been in front of the camera, so I got to learn how to embrace it. So.
Mm-hmm. And plus, people need to see your face more. I know you've been.
They don't need to, but.
They don't, but sometimes
it's okay
you gotta.
They do.
First of all, quick question: can we not? Are you changing that profile picture ever?
Nah, it's staying black.
It's staying black
until I get like 10K.
Stay blessed. Stay black. No, that wasn't a good one. No. All right.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I kind of like that
black.
One. Why though?
Because I feel like when you scroll down, that's where the magic is. Like, you don't worry about the profile picture. Worry about what's on the profile.
Okay. We cooking. First and foremost, we had a birthday not too long ago.
Yes, we did.
My man's turned a big 2-1.
Thank God.
Yes, sir.
21.
Thank God. To God be the glory. Yes, you might hear a lot of that this pod, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. No God, no peace. I don't got nothing else to say. So you just turned 21. Talk about what it's been like getting to that age and kind of sitting back and reflecting on what your life has been for the past few years.
Honestly, each year is a different chapter, bro. Like, reflecting is like not even to sound cliche, but very grateful, bro. I know kids that never made it to this age, like, so every day I gotta be grateful, because you don't really know when the next day you're not gonna have this breath of life. Like,
Gangster.
It's really like that, honestly. So yeah, it's just like that. I try to be really appreciative of the people in my life, the opportunities that's given to me, and just capitalizing off every 24 hours that I'm given.
We connected around 2023-ish, 2022-ish,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
Do you remember how we first met?
I don't know how we first met, but I remember seeing you when Nas was still in the A wearing Adidas.
Yeah, that might have. Yes,
that was
yes.
That was definitely the first
their
first
playoff
interactions. Run. Yep. Because it was Lens and
that's on Ron.
Yes.
Facts. Son of Ron. Shout out him.
Yeah, they was come to the Nas games, but this is my first high school basketball season that I covered. So when I seen you in Fordham, that's when it was all three of y'all. I'm like, okay, now I put faces to the names, and then from there we just start clicking. That's really what it is.
So, we could start off so many different ways, y'all. But let's get to the man first. Benjamin Banneker High School is where you went to high school, correct?
Yeah, people don't know that though. People don't know that.
So talk about your years, your young adolescence. When did you graduate from Benjamin Banneker, and talk about some of the things you still remember from your high school days?
Um, I'm not really a fan of high school, honestly.
Wow. Okay.
COVID kind of like I'm not gonna say ruined,
You
but
had a COVID graduation?
yeah,
Oh,
definitely
snap.
set me on a different trajectory. I was originally class of 2022, but then I ended up graduating my junior year, 2021 during COVID.
Smart guy.
So I don't even have a yearbook. Nah, shout out Google and shout out those apps. Y'all the real MVPs though. But yeah, early high school it was cool. Met a lot of people that relationships come and go for real. So
Oh man, you preaching on that one early. Yeah, word.
but yeah, it's a part of my character development. So I'm not gonna say like I hated high school, but I had some valuable lessons in high school. But yeah, like early high school, man, I just wanted to hoop for real. Like, came in freshman year. I was on JV.
You was on the JV Banneker team.
Yeah, I was appointed captain my first year of the JV team. It's not like it's a big deal, but
I
to
mean-
me it was a great deal. It was
I mean,
a big deal.
certain people don't never get picked captain
Nah,
on the team.
yeah. I was working my butt off, bro. We had practice 7 a.m. and I live in Canarsie, so going from Canarsie to Clinton Hill 7 a.m. every day was definitely a trip. Waking up 4:30, had to catch the right bus, had to catch the right L train.
Dedication.
Yeah, and that's like what I'm really like happy about. Like I learned discipline in high school, honestly. And then sophomore year comes, we finish our season, and then 2 weeks after, COVID shuts down the remainder of the school year. So from March 2020 to June 2020, I finished my sophomore year online. And then as I went into my junior year, I was looking at my credits, and because I took Regents in middle school,
You took Regents in
I
middle
took
school?
two Regents, so that's what
What the?
excelled me.
How? How? All right, I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you, but that's
it was
crazy.
it was a good school I went to. So
Okay.
like we took two Regents. We took living environment and algebra 1 in our. No, not algebra 1.
Bro, guys, these are Regents that I took in 10th, 11th grade, maybe
It
9th.
could have been algebra 1 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Because freshman year I think I took trig.
He took trig in
Wait,
freshman
stop,
year.
bro. Stop.
Yo, bro.
Stop.
Yo, no. That's not normal.
Not. I mean, abnormal.
I mean,
let's chill. That we'll wait for that. But
Bro.
that summer, from sophomore year into junior year, I was in the park every weekday, 7 a.m. with like all my guys, hoping like school opened back up so I could like really showcase like I've been putting in mad work. Then August comes, they say nope, it's gonna be a full online year. I'm like, alright, basketball ain't it, bro. Like,
So COVID and seeing how it changed school was
I wasn't going back. I didn't really have a love for school. So like I'm like, you know what? I emailed my assistant principal. I'm like, yo, whatever I got to do to graduate early this year, let's make it happen, basically. And
you emailed your assistant principal.
yeah, because he was like in charge of the scheduling. So in order for me to like graduate early, I had to take a couple AP classes, a couple like advanced classes. But that's how you graduate early. You need those credits, and we weren't taking no Regents that year, so I was getting the credits regardless of pass or fail on the Regents. Like,
Yeah, it's making sense to me for real now. I ain't gonna lie.
and then while I was in my junior year of high school, this is when I fell in love with creating, per se. Like,
All right, hold on, hold that thought. Hold that thought. So, at some point with you, COVID happening and you looking to graduate early, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what high school kid is emailing their assistant principal saying, "How can I graduate early on my junior year?" That's something I just want to highlight real quick. But then there's you also had a mindset to say, okay, basketball ain't it, kind of because of the climate that we were in at that time, and also because you realize, okay, I have the chance to graduate early and not really focus on this basketball stuff.
School stuff, actually, I didn't care about school.
Yeah, that too. In a nutshell, yeah, school stuff. So why did that switch just click to you so, I guess, quickly?
That's a good question. Honestly, it wasn't like a quick shift, honestly, because while I was still like working out every morning, like just hoping that I could hoop again, it was still like a thought in my mind, like you might need a plan B. And like I've been playing ball since I was honestly since like I was like 13. Like after I made my first basketball team in middle school, like I've been taking basketball serious like since I was like 13.
Okay.
But it's like, yeah, the ball gonna stop bouncing, and we barely had hoops. Feel me? So it's like the ball actually did stop bouncing. Like what am I gonna do? Like I don't like school. Like I gotta figure something out. So to my point, or it wasn't fast. Like it was like a gradual shift. Like I had fell in love with graphic design. Like that was my first
Yeah, I did. I found the Melo graphics pages.
expertise I learned, or I guess you could say, like that was my first craft that I really took time to learn and master. And I still got so much to learn and master. And that started my journey on becoming a business owner, in the entrepreneur realm. And I was, making a little bit of pocket change, whatever. But like, that's like, you know what? If I can like actually like do this, I think I could be solid. I'm 15 years old at the time. Like I'm about to turn 16 that October. I'm like, I don't think I know. I personally didn't know any kid doing what I did. Like I was like the odd one out, but it was okay because like all my friends, not like I'm seeing them. It's not like I'm being influenced by like much outside people. It's me and my family, and they're gonna put the battery in my back like all the time, like whatever I want to do. So it's like, you know what? My brother had bought me a computer for my birthday in October 2021.
Shout out, big bro.
No, October 2020. October 2020. I graduated 2021.
Yeah, facts.
So
okay.
yeah, October 2020, he bought me my first computer, and I just got Photoshop because my cousin at the time, he already had a Adobe suite. So like you could allow 2 accounts. I was the second one, so I was freeloading off him,
Learning and everything.
from for years. Like he was paying the bill, and I was just keep editing. You feel me? So yeah, and then I graduated high school. I'm like, yeah, let me just do this graphic design thing like full time. And then I guess this is going into another point you had, but like college.
All right, yeah. We segueing real nice.
So when I started, when I graduated high school, honestly, bro, I didn't want to go back to school. Like I had no love for school. I didn't like. I'm gonna sound redundant and repetitive, but like
It's your truth.
I did not like a school at all. Like I was not a fan. But being in a Jamaican household,
Lord knows, only a few know.
it's only a straight way you gotta go, and you can't like steer off that path, or else you're gonna get licked back into the path. So obviously at that age I wasn't getting beat or nothing, but like it was like the constant nagging
I was
about.
getting beat until like.
Chill, bro. Let's not talk about. But yeah, I didn't want to go back to school, but I honestly ended up going back to school. I did 2 semesters online at Kingsborough. Those were like horrible. Funny enough, 2022 comes, so now it's 2022. I just finished my second semester of college. My local community center, they started a basketball team. Shout out HES. So they started a basketball team, cool, whatever. I was assisting as a coach for like all the teams, whatever. But like I wasn't getting paid. Like it was just straight volunteer work.
This is middle school?
There was a high school group and there was a middle school group.
Okay.
So it was like it started at 6th grade and the last grade was 11th and 12th. So it was like a full like AAU program, but it was very local, very like we went to Long Island. We wasn't going to no like catching flights or nothing like that.
No
but
out of state stuff.
We went to Delaware. We went to a couple
Okay.
like PA, upstate.
Yeah, the close ones.
Exactly, the low level AAU, but it was still like it was a wonderful experience. Like one, I just wanted to be around basketball, and I started, like just filming on my phone. Like got a little gimbal, filming on my phone. I'm like, but it was really for the kids because I wanted to show them the film. Because like it's one thing to tell a kid what they're messing up on, but it's another thing to show them because a lot of these kids, they're visual learners.
Yes, sir.
Like so they got to see it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take it upon myself. I'm not getting paid. I'm gonna just use my phone, do what I gotta do. Cool. They like, thank God for them. They gave me like a nice little check, out the love from their heart. But I used that check. I'm like, let me buy a camera. And then that was April 2022.
Okay.
No, March 2022, and since then, that's when Melo Films was born.
Pause there. That's a good. Put a pin in that. So you kind of brushed over a couple of details in
I
this.
probably did.
You said coaching.
Yeah.
Coaching Melo. So, how seriously did you take this? Because you did say it's a middle school and a high school group. Were you the coach of the high school group or the middle school group?
So obviously, I was literally like, it's so crazy. I was the age of some of the high school players.
My point, yes.
Like, for them, it was more so like I would practice with them just to like get myself better because I still wanted to hoop.
Mm-hmm.
But like I wasn't trying to play for no team. Like I didn't care for none of that. But when it came to the kids, like the middle schoolers, like I was on them heavy, like barking on them. Like it's funny enough because today's National Coaches Day, and one of the parents, shout out Alicia, Jordan's
She posted
mom,
you.
She posted me. Funny enough, you see Justin sent that in the
I've
chat today.
seen that.
And then, like not many people know about that, but like you really had to be there. We really was a family. Like we was in practice every day, traveling on the weekends, and that's what made me even want to pick up the camera more because I could help these kids out, and I could it's a win-win. Like, I could get better at my craft, and I could help these kids out. So, yeah, coaching Melo was fun. Yeah, Coach Melo was fun.
Then making your transition from high school to then doing your own entrepreneur work, you did the 2 semesters at Kingsborough. We brushed on this a little bit. What was it like from Mom Dukes, your siblings or whatever, once you was like, yo, I'm not going back to this.
Honestly, it wasn't, I'm not going back. I didn't ever state that.
Oh, okay. All about delivery.
It's not that I was being malicious, but I was being, like, confidential. Like, or discreet. Like, my mom would be like, when are you going to sign up for classes? I got you. I'm going to let you know. Like, but it wasn't so, like, it's not that I wanted to, but it's so I could get my feet wet in the business, and I could actually, you know what, I'm very busy now. Like, I got money coming in. Like, I don't have to go back to school. There's another life. It took her a while to understand that, but, you know.
Yeah, because
when you work hard and the money start coming in,
they're gonna be like
they're gonna accept it. But for my siblings, my brother. He always supported me. Like he was one that telling me like go on eBay, like you could find used cameras, and that's what I did. I went on eBay, bought a used A6300, bought like a lens. I forgot the lens I bought, but you know like, and then my sister, you know, like my whole family. First of all, people don't even know I have siblings. Like.
Yeah, how many siblings you got?
I have an older brother. He's 8 years older than me, and my sister, she is 4 years older than me. So we are all 4 years apart. And it's funny enough, 2018, we all graduated the same year. My brother graduated college, first college graduate in the family. My sister graduated high school, and then I graduated middle school. So that was like a big thing for the family.
Word.
But yeah, so fast forward, 2022 now, I pick up a camera. Yeah, she wasn't really. She was thinking it was like a side job at first, but like she doesn't really know because she's like those old school Caribbean parents. They don't know much about the new world that we're approaching.
They immigrated here, and what they know is hard work will lead to this.
Like my mom, when she came here, she was working since she came here, since she was like 17. So it's hard for her to understand a world where I could work from my computer. So it's like, to her, that sounds like foolishness. Like, you got to put your hands to the plow, like, literally. Like, you got to do something. Like, but it's like, I hear you, but let me show you something else. So it took her a while to understand what was going on. But, you know, fast forward, she definitely understands what's going on.
So 2022 is when you officially bought your first camera.
Yes, sir.
What camera was that?
A6300, some stupid lens. I bought a little rig. I was watching YouTube videos day in and day out, like YouTube University. That's the school I attended.
Shout out YouTube University. Facts.
You feel me? So, yeah, from there, AU season's over. Summertime comes around. You know, there's basketball all around in the summertime. And that's when I took advantage. I put up a little summer sale. I was doing $65 for 2 games. That don't even sound right, bro. Like I think
that's close to what I first put up for my first ever.
It was bad, bro. I was
pricing
really
stuff. Yeah, nah, word. I'm with you.
I was really, but it wasn't really for the kids. But I honestly like wanted money, like something. But I just so I could just keep working, learn how to edit, just doing mix after mix after mix after mix after mix, bro. I think my first year I did like 50 something mixes, like it was a lot of
Pumping
mixes,
it.
bro.
Wait, so okay, so then cool. Wait, what was it about you? Because starting out, I guess the difference between me and you, when I started out recording basketball, I went to Gerst Park, where the grown guys is at. You
Yeah,
started off with the young boys.
you are right.
So technically, we have different starts, and it kind of shows where we currently are right now. So why did you start on the high school scene, knowing, as you just said, there's basketball all over New York City once the summer starts?
Honestly, I was never a fan of pro basketball. Like in New York City, I'm like, it's too ghetto, too much yelling, too packed. I want to stay far away from that. I'm more of a chill, like chill,
Okay,
calm.
I understand that for sure.
Feel me? And my age at the time, I'm 16 years old, straight out of high school. I know half the high schoolers that's nice. Like I played ball with them. So it's like, yo, let me know when your next game is. I want to come film you. Onward. You feel me? So like that's why I'm like closer to age with them. So that's why I feel like it was easier for me to connect with them and just build off that.
Cool. So then now what's the first creation you were proud of?
Honestly, it was like my first ever like cover. It was so bad, but it's like you can devote hours into something from scratch and you can watch it like come to life. So it was like watching that happen. It's like, all right, I know there's like progression in this, so I'm gonna keep on working. So like that was like the planting seed for me, like just watching that like just come to life. And that was like 2021. So yeah, that was like the first creation I'm proud of.
First mix you was proud of?
First mix I was proud of. You know what? I'll be crazy if I don't say this, but like shout out Devontae. Devontae Ward, class of 2023, Epic South. He was my first ever mixtape. He brings it up all the time. But, you know, it's out of love, though, because he was one of the HES members. Feel me? So why not give a mix to the first people I'm recording? And, you know, it was horrible, but it was the start to something. That's what but, like, the first mix, like, that was the start. But the first mix I was, like, really, really proud of. Give me a second. I gotta pull it up.
Yeah, we got to, because
We're going into archives.
is this, because 2023 was a beautiful year in basketball. So
But that was not the first mix
I know. That's why I'm like, okay, as long as it's not 2023 and we still in 2022, then we could work with something. Because I remember you telling me about the Jado one and JV.
First mix I was proud of. Actually, nah, it's definitely first mix I'm proud of. 2022 summertime. Shout out Randy Millard. New York City
NYC,
Prospects.
Yeah.
First ever summer preseason tournament featuring Eagle Bronx. This is when I met
Was
this
it
kid.
in New Heights?
Nah, this was at St. Edmunds.
Oh,
it was
yeah,
deep.
okay. Yeah, I didn't know about that one.
Took the 17 to the 35. Like it was
35.
Yeah, it was a trip, bro. But like shout out Randy, shout out Frey, shout out Two Claps. Y'all the family. I know y'all was around early. Jay-Z put it on somebody's head. Hey. And I put the clown emoji. Boom. That was definitely the first mix I was proud of for sure. Yeah, because that's when like the start of the clown emoji. Like started.
Okay, yeah, starting from that, then let's go to that, because some of your mixes from that time to, let's say, early 2024 was a lot of different and unique styles that people weren't used to seeing in a mix.
Yeah,
the emojis, the certain sounds, making people look dumb, which essentially that's how it kind of is in basketball sometimes when you get put on a highlight. Where did that inspiration come from? And why emojis of all things?
I don't know where the inspiration came from. You know, there was a lot of people making mixtapes at the time. Like, shout out Shots by Kai. Shout out NYC Hoops. Like, those are dudes that I was watching. Like, shout out Sev. Like, those are dudes that I was watching early. Like, not necessarily like inspired by them, but like they were motivation. Like, okay, nah, they right there, Shaky, Connecticut. Those other two, Jersey, like.
Recording the same stuff that you recorded.
Shout out Steven. Like Steven was outside before me because one of my mans I hoop with, Eric Acker. He was doing all the Eric videos. Eric dropping 40, Acker. And Steven right there. You watching the videos like, oh nah, like so those are people that inspired me to like shoot a lot more. But in terms of my editing style, that really came from me just doing anything, because like my graphic design like life kind of spilled into my video editing.
That's clearly it had
like,
to.
Yeah, honestly, Cause like the emoji, like that's something you would like a clown is something you would put like on a graphic, but like why not put it on someone's face and then keyframe it on their face? Why not? Like so that's how I look at it.
So this time of you rising and going through the different schools and everything, you're seeing how the New York City landscape works. What was your first impression of the high school basketball scene at that point when you're still trying to get your feet wet in that type of lane?
Honestly, I knew it was something serious when I was still in high school.
Okay.
This was my sophomore year.
This like 2019, 2018? Oh, no, you get early. So
More
like
like
2020, 2019?
Yeah, 2019.
Yeah.
2020 because it's playoffs.
Yeah.
So, shout out to Wana Takai, and Gabriel Holly. People don't even know about him. He had broke his foot during the playoffs. They was playing Khalil Brentley. Everybody know ISO K.
Yeah.
He was like one of the popping names in the city at the time, but I didn't know about him because I didn't keep up. Like I didn't keep up with all of that at the time. But they said Gabe broke his foot, and then everybody just went like they ended up winning that game. Like everybody like put the backpack on for him because like that's a point guard. PJ go down.
Emotions, yeah.
Like
yeah, it could
now
mess
we
up the offense.
now we gotta win for him. Like we're not gonna let this be in vain. So it's like watching a group of people a team where it's only like 2 stars like to the outside world, but so obviously everybody on the team is nice. Man, shout out Rodney, shout out Tyler, Charles. Yeah, these are like the kids in my school. Like I seen them in the halls dapping them up. Like, but they put on that game and ended up winning that game at the high, like on the road against, mind you, we were at the time we was A and they was double A. This is the Brooklyn Borough playoffs. Brooklyn Borough playoffs. So like Brooklyn Borough, anything in Brooklyn is already high intensity. Like so I'm looking on Snapchat, watching the highlights, like, oh nah, this is serious. And then like that still being in my instilled in my brain. Now that I got a camera, I want to be able to capture this. So it's like in the New York City realm, like I know there's a lot of backstory, cause like it's not just a game.
It's never just a game anymore.
There's hoods involved. There's gangs involved. Pride involved. Girls involved. It's like you playing for more than just the score. Like,
unfortunately,
like it is unfortunate. But when that buzzer go off and you open that phone, you gotta get those good messages, not those you whack like, you feel me? So I know, like, those little huddle moments where those like on the free throw line, those the opposing teams is standing next to each other talking crazy. Like those are something like I know that happened. Like, and I played ball. Like I didn't talk trash, but I seen my teammates like talk trash other. I'm like, I know what's there to look for, and I feel like that's an advantage you can have when you play the sport, because you know what's occurring. So I feel like that's something that benefits me while I shoot, and like just watching all of that from like the PSL B to the PSL AA, which is not a 4A. Like you watching the Thomas Jeffersons, Anthony Isaac. Nobody knew about him. 6'6", like.
6'6" playing big on a small team.
He was averaging 20 and 20, bro. Like, Man, Poppy, Connor. Like, come on, bro.
That was the original Jeff team. Like,
that's the basketball I was from when I started. I'm grateful I got like the last of the greatness of PSAL left. Like we still had Eric Acker, Taj Bryant. Like nobody talks about that duo no more. Like it's like.
So what happens when transfers and a bunch of different things.
So much has happened in the New York City basketball space.
2 years.
And like that people forget how good it was. And that's even when I picked up a camera. There's still the Lance Stevensons.
The before, like, yeah. The Shamari Pons at Jeff.
Come on.
The Rasheem Dunns at Jeff.
Come on.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. When I was in high school, Slick was on buses. Like it was bad. Like Facebook was in an uproar. Slick. Yeah, it get like that.
Exactly. So, like just watching it like go up and down is kind of cool, cause that's a story like we're able to tell, like behind the scenes. So it's like, man. Like, I'm still grateful that I still get to shoot and still be a part of this. Like, because a lot of people I started with don't have a camera no more. And, like, I don't know if it was situational, if it was a choice, but, like, I'm still around to still capture these moments. And, you know, it puts a smile on my face when a coach comes up to me and be like, yo, I appreciate you for all the work you've done for us. And, you know, like, the relationships you build. So, it's like, that's what keeps me going. And that's why I still film games. Like I still want to be able to bond with the kids and with the coaches, not just behind the scenes. You know what I mean?
When did you? So with you picking up a camera, do you feel like you got more of appreciation for basketball once you picked up the camera?
Honestly, yes, because like we could flash back to Eddie hitting that game-winning shot. Like
Yeah,
that whole game was a movie, bro.
start to finish.
Like
I don't think anybody went up more than like
two
7 or
two
something.
players foul out.
Mm-hmm.
Like Taj Bryant, a Johnny Flemings, like people like names people forgot about.
A Johnny fouled out.
Like
He
these
did.
are
And
things
he
people
had
forgot.
bounce.
This is where X came in
Yeah.
to bring him back in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And Isaac and Man had the game of his life that game. You had the announcer calling him Man, and he don't call nobody by his nickname. He don't call nobody
He does
by their
it by
nickname.
first and last name.
Like
Facts.
so, just watching that is like nah. Like I'm watching this all just unfold. Like that made me appreciate basketball a lot. Like that game especially. Like that was one of the best games I've ever filmed. Like,
Do you think 2023 was, I guess, our golden age of high school basketball?
yes, because then you got teams doing weird stuff.
Yeah.
And we can't even have a championship
Yeah,
game.
that was
That's a little
2024.
weird.
Yeah.
And then last year we'd even I don't know, but no, last year was actually one of the. It was still issues, but we still had a game.
Yeah, we still
Thank
had
God,
something.
but
Yeah, word.
like it's just but definitely though that 20 when I first started, we definitely that's like peak basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Like in my opinion, I feel like the talent, is better, but in terms of basketball being played, I feel like it was better back then.
Okay.
'Cause,
So,
like-
and also as you came up, you got into this realm way before I did. I only started getting into this within the past 2 years. New York versus New York. They just completed year 7, I believe. At the time we were just talking about 2022, that would be what, year 4 or 5 for them?
Five.
Yeah. So at that
Or
point,
I don't know. 'Cause
yeah, probably 3, because their first year was
No,
pandemic.
definitely 4 because I know year 5 I did like the first 3 stops, didn't do the rest.
So it had to be
And
year
then
4.
So year 4 was the first New York versus New York I recorded.
Okay, got you.
That's when
got you.
Gersh had went. Gersh won, and then they went back to back.
That was when Connor was a freshman.
Yes, Connor, Eric, and Ty.
Yeah.
Tyler Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Tyler Johnson.
Like that was a good Gersh team. Like,
bro,
feel me?
Yeah. So in terms of that, I remember looking at my phone during the summer, seeing these things. I'm like, yo, what is this tournament, right? And I'm like, oh, okay. This is, I guess, one of my first interactions with the high school scene, because I've always been told, yo, Sway, you got to get into high school. Sway, you got to get into high school. But I was too oblivious thinking these grown men with the street ball, with all the gossip and all of this stuff, I thought that was the thing.
Nah, yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's cool for the camera sometimes, but like recording through it and doing all of this stuff behind the scenes for it, I was thinking that shit was lit. Excuse me. I told myself I wasn't going to curse this pod, but all right, that was one. We're going to try not to get to the next one, right? So I'm looking at that, and then now I'm looking at the high school. I'm like, yo, these couple games I might have to tap in. I already had a couple coaches that I didn't know were coaches at the time on the pod, i.e. Gary Irvin and certain stuff. So I'm like, okay. I'm looking at this New York versus New York. I'm like, yo, this might be the vibe. But as New York versus New York has grown, you have also grown. And at some point, you ended up being on the staff. But before you were on the staff, you actually got to see, like I said, the golden era in 2023-ish. You see some of these guys put on for New York City. And it felt like, okay, some of what the older guys used to talk about, it almost, I don't know if we could even say it. We might get trolled for this. But it started almost to feel like, okay, this is what it feels like to be in the Mecca of basketball. So talk about what New York versus New York did for you before you became, of course,
Honestly,
working with them.
when you talk New York City high school basketball, that was peak. You brought the best players from each borough to play and rep their borough in a Nike uniform. You get free clothes, free bags. You don't got to worry about nothing.
Free kicks.
Media's free. Everything's free. You don't even the fans don't got to pay to get in.
Just show up on time.
But like back then, there was no wild cards. You saw New York City basketball. So you saw when Eric, Acker, Connor, and Tyler, they made Dykeman forfeit a game.
I didn't even know that.
They was up like 30.
Oh,
Dykeman
snap.
called the game. That was like the first ever forfeit in New York history. And I was there for that game. I'm like,
This ain't
It
regular.
get like that though. It gets like that. So I'm like, nah, this is OD. And then my first time at Rucker Park, man,
I still never gone there, by the way, but that's another one.
it was so packed. I went up in the stands. Like I didn't want to be on the baseline because like the baseline was disgusting at
Yeah,
the
you
time.
just
Because
couldn't even,
there's certain media people who feel like I'm not gonna come for the regular stops. I'm gonna just come for the chip game, and they get approved just because like who they are.
Who they are and who they know.
Like you feel me? But I'm like I'm not even gonna be a part of that. I'm gonna go up top and like just watching. Hey, like just it was beautiful. Like then that's when Gersh won, and then watching all of that like New York versus New York year after year, like you seen the shift in terms of like
Notoriety that they're getting.
it's a shift on both ends. Better media coverage. Like Slam is now involved. Slam is now involved.
The
like,
NBA app is involved.
Come on, bro. Now you got 5 stars coming in. Like that's cool, but to the other side, people was like, "Who is this 5-star? I've never heard of the kid. My kid is starting on his varsity team in his borough. Why can't he get a roster spot?" So I understand both. I understand both perspectives.
Now we talking about this year. Some of the chatter from this year.
I understand both perspectives. I'm in between. Like I haven't picked a side. Obviously, the basketball player in me is like, nah, these hoopers in the city should be getting their shine. But it's not like it's bad because you still have the Jada Swans bugging out. Like Soulful had one game.
Yeah, had one game where
and bugged out.
But he ain't.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
Feel me? Like
exactly. Yeah.
So it's all about how you capitalize on your opportunity.
There was a moment not this year, but last year where they was at Victory Park in right under the Brooklyn Bridge. Chip game, Gersh, Watson. That was a night. I ain't gonna lie, that was a wacky night. Packed, Brooklyn, Bronx to the T.
Bronx was heavy.
Bronx was heavy in there. I don't know. Brooklyn is usually always everywhere, but Bronx was definitely like, yo, if we gonna do this, we gotta be heavy.
So it's like, yeah, it's kind of cool watching, like, seeing players come in, but sometimes it affects the team.
Do you think the outside? So I kind of attribute, because this year there was a lot of noise around that. Had the Florida kids going crazy at One Stop at St. Ray's.
Suburban dude.
Suburban dude. Nah, that was the quote of the summer for a little bit. But in terms of that, I think kind of where people are not really understanding how you start something and it grows, you see the notoriety that we already talked about, NBA apps, Slam getting involved. So then that's when some of these kids that would come out of state see a platform. They're like, oh, my year is over. I got an off season. This is a platform I could still get scouted from, get offers from, interest from. So I think that's where some people in New York City kind of don't like, because, okay, it's like a guy 4-star, 5-star out of New York would come in.
He already has an already.
And
that's why
take that attention.
That's why I understand. New York versus New York should be a platform for kids so they can get that shine. Kalen Destin, perfect example.
Yeah, he went crazy this year. K-Deuce, man.
Last year he bugged on Tri-State. This year, Watson.
Watson, yeah.
Bro, first opening day, 5 threes.
Bow.
Back to back. But you're watching, and now Slam is collabing with him. Like, he's going up. That's what's giving him the notoriety. So it's honestly, it works both. It goes both ways. Like, he played he had the better performance than 4 stars who were on his team.
That's a fact.
So it's like
taking advantage of
the opportunity, bro. That's really all it is. I started working with New York versus New York 2023. That's when I first started that season. It's so funny because I remember like it was yesterday. I posted a video of Johnny. It was season opener, Jeff versus Eagle at the Nest. Johnny hits Eddie for a 3. And he turns around.
I got that same shot.
He turns around. Yes. I posted it next day.
Yes.
Collab with Real Scout. Shout out Nate Blue. And I tagged New York versus New York. They first of all, for me, I don't know anything about this page. Like, I just know it's Nike.
Word.
So
Word.
for them to acknowledge that, I feel like I'm the man. I get a text from the one running social at the time. He hits me. He's like, oh, yo, I run New York versus New York. I would love to work with you. What?
You ain't gotta say no more.
hopped on a call with bro. Boom! It takes off. Like I was covering 3 games like a week. for University of New York. We was it was a lot. It was fun though. Like I get to like be a part of that.
You you created your own set of you and different videographers, creators in New York City, kind of banded together in a very competitive industry. I might add, you guys were able to put certain pride aside, certain personal projects aside, and say, "Yo, at some point we need to come together and do certain things." AKA abnormal, abnormal creative.
Yeah.
Just make sure we get the name right, guys. We got to get these names right? Why was that the name you came up with, and how did we get abnormal creative from Melo first graduating early to this?
So, oh man. So like I ended up in this basketball space. I ended up meeting Leander. Captured images.
Shout out Leander.
That's my guy.
I ain't gonna lie, my first interaction with Leander wasn't really a nice one, but that's the guy though. But it's cool.
Nah, honestly, I tell him all the time. I never liked him when I first met him. I tell him all the time. I was at Slam Summer Classic behind the bleachers. Because at the time they didn't allow people on the court.
Got you.
You had to. There was a media booth, and he's just on the sideline like
cooking, doing whatever he doing.
Like, who are you? Like, honestly, some light skin, curly hair. Like, who are you? That's how I tell him all the time. But obviously, like jokingly, I'm not gonna dislike someone 'cause I don't know him.
Yeah, gangster.
But like
word.
First impression, I'm like, nah, you stepping. So it's like, nah, I gotta like step my game up. I ended up me and bro collaborate. Like, bro, me and him like have like we're on the same wavelength mentally. Like we like always want to create, like, 'cause he's photo and I'm video. And then my guys Steve and Manny, those are my, like, when I first started, Manny was those are my guys. I met Steve 2022 at a New York City prospect event. It's so crazy.
Everything ties together though.
It's so like the worlds collide, bro, and it happens for a reason. Met him. It's funny 'cause I thought he was somebody else. When I seen this dude.
Nah, yeah, I was looking for Steven before. I thought somebody else was Steven, and the guy was like, no.
His name is George. I'm like, yo, bro, my fault, I might be wrong here, but are you Steven Carrasco? But at the time, everybody said Caruso. Everybody said Steven Caruso.
Yeah, that's
no, they never see the C.
I don't know why.
Never see the C.
Yeah, that was a thing.
But he's like, nah, but I always get compared to him. I'm like, So I texted Steve. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I mistake somebody for you today. Blah blah blah. But like, I don't know him like that. Like, it's my first time
still
texting.
trying to figure it, yeah.
Literally, I'm pretty sure it was the next day or the next weekend. I'm at the New York City Project event. He's there. I'm like, you Steve? He's like, yeah. So literally since then, that's my brother, bro. Like,
shout out Unc.
Yo, shout out Unc for real though. Like,
yo, he's not gonna like that we said
he
that
either. I was trying to sway away from that.
That was tough.
But
he still got to though. He a troll, so you gotta troll him back.
Just gotta troll him back. But yeah, and then Manny, like at the time, we was really the three-headed snake. We were just going to games together. But it's like, this was now 2024 springtime. Like this is like the week of like our first or second ever humble runs, and in my head I'm like, yo, bro, I know like all these amazing people, like who know how to put their skills to work. I'm like, nah, why are we not doing something? So I proposed the idea to Leander first. Leander was like, yo, I like that. And in his head, like, he's like, there's not a lot of people in the city who's nice. So I'm like, yo, bro, don't even worry about it. Like, I know the right people though.
That's
like,
a bar. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Word.
He makes a valid point. Cause
gangster.
There's word.
Yeah, word.
So, him on the photo side, got Steve and Manny here. We meshed together, and then it was literally just skyrocketed. The name really came from like I being different, like, cause you don't see that in the city. Like, you see individuals. It's a lot of individual success.
That's a fact.
So you really have to be abnormal to really like succeed, especially in the city, cause it's really competitive. A lot of hidden animosity when you on those baselines, bro. Those side eyes you get from those other people, and they'll sit with the same camera as you. Like, why can't we be friends? So it's like, I'm not gonna be the one to not try to start something. Everybody was on board. I'm like, oh, it's over. Boom, New York versus New York starts. We need a team. I said, don't worry about it. I got a team.
This is year 6 that we talking about, because I remember
last summer.
Yeah,
exactly.
This is year 6 we talking about. Yeah,
feel me? We took over.
I ain't gonna lie. You talk about the hidden animosity. I'm gonna just tell you this right now. every time one of them abnormal videos popped up on my screen, son, I looked at the phone and I said, "Damn, these they did it again. They did it again. Nah, I gotta cook."
Not gonna
So,
lie.
like, if I'm being really
Last-
100% with you,
Last summer was we woke up a lot of eyes, bro. It was like they never like you don't really see a lot of great videos like from the same event. Like it could, from like the
It's probably
same
like
event,
one or
it's like
two.
one or two, and then that's it. So like our job was like, nah, we gotta be different. Like so, Leander, you know, he's on his poetic vibe. He's like, yo, bro, you got to do the script writing and the voiceover, and then me and the videos. We already shooting for the page, right? So he's like, yo, we could take what we have, do something for our page, and like
Collab
do
with
something
them too.
different.
Yeah,
Like,
some,
you
yeah.
feel me? So that's exactly what we did. Games was Tuesday. We was making sure we was finishing all our deliverables by Wednesday. So Thursday, Friday, we are cooking like just straight 4 a.m. Google Meets. I'm sharing my screen. Like, bro, it was a lot of work. And then you feel me? Fast forward now, we bring Jamar and Cardi on. Like, it's raps. Like, it's raps. Really, it's really that simple.
When you're bringing on these different personalities, what are the trials and tribulations when you guys are all technically all still very young.
Yeah, one outlier.
Really could have leave that alone because we already shouted him out on that one. But most of you guys are all pretty young, and most young guys have their own egos.
Oh nah.
So sure. How did you manage that with you being the guy that kind of brought this idea to life? How do you manage that, and how do you guys kind of work through that?
Honestly, I feel like because like we're all on the same page, that's not really an issue all the time. Like,
Okay.
it obviously one person would have an idea with something, another person would have an idea for something. It's about meeting in the middle. And I feel like that's when you can learn how to do that consistently, you're not gonna run into any problems. Like, so honestly, it's not really like we didn't really deal with a lot of egos, bro. Like, I feel like this is it's a really good team. Like, we really work together really well.
What are the besides, of course, Nike is the brand for University of New York. What are the different corporations you guys have worked on, whether just you or Abnormal?
Oh, so, man, corporate America. So yeah, I mean, Abnormal. Our first like group project was last fall. No, yeah, like so it was after University of New York that same fall. Fordham University they hit us up. They hit up Leander to do the media day for video, and it became an Abnormal project. That was really fun. Like, we had creative control over everything. Like, this is for like a Division I program, and then we're there for hours doing whatever we want to do. He's like, nah, we could really like go far with this, and then that same November last year we shot a commercial. Shout out Chris Jackson. Respect the shooter.
Respect the shooter.
Love him, bro. He hits us up. He's like, yo, I need a team of shooters. I know you got your team. Eagle Academy Foundation. So, like, how there's all Eagles in every borough, there's a foundation that, like, oversees all of them. They needed a commercial done. Chris was like, yo, I need y'all. So it's like, nah, like, we did work for a school, bro. Like, a school platform. Like, nah, this is OD.
I didn't know that, actually.
We don't, bro. We do a lot. We don't even post it. It's like,
yeah.
We do a lot, bro. We don't post it. It's like it's really on us because our catalog is, I ain't gonna say deep, but we work.
Yeah,
we work, bro.
Yeah, there's certain things that y'all
work, bro.
Yeah, I've been a part of some Abnormal creations that I got to help out on, and I'm just like, nah,
we
yeah,
work,
this is.
Bro. And then like on a personal level, like, shout out Erin. She connected me with Bernard, who is now who's now the director of marketing at Game Changer.
Tough.
So Game Changer is a live streaming platform who at the time was starting to expand on the basketball world, and this when Aaron was like, "Hey, we're gonna run social." Like I'm like, "Word, bet, man." So that started last October. It's a lot of like last year was like really our prime from summer to winter. Excuse me. So working University of New York, working Game Changer, it's like you learn a lot in like the corporate space.
with all of this media, right? We kind of touched on this earlier. There's levels to different media, especially in New York City. Of course, we already know the certain names that are very nice, and then there's certain guys that are still on the come up, and then there are people that feel like they're that guy or that girl, whatever, and it's still not. It's not really hitting. Talk about how you properly tell a story through your camera.
Storytelling. I feel like that's what I take my most pride in. Like, the ball gonna keep going in the rim, but it's like, who's taking a shot? Who's telling who to take the shot? What's being told before the shot? What's being told 5 plays before that? What's being told in the locker room? So it's like, nah, I don't want to just be a highlight guy all the time, because that's how it started. Like, it was mix after mix, but it's like, bro, it gets boring.
And it gets tiring.
It gets boring, tiring. It's like, I know there's more to basketball than this. You know what I mean? So it's like, man, if I can tell this story properly, a lot of people are gonna resonate with the video more, or because they were there but they didn't see it how I saw it. Like, I could be in a huddle, coach, shoot the ball. They on the way on the bleachers. They don't know what's being said.
They don't hear that.
Like, they don't understand. Like, we miking up kids. Like, yo, you whack, da 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 da. They talking to opponents, but people don't see this. They don't hear it.
You could only assume.
Like, so we gotta take it upon ourselves to, like, all right, cool. We could do those little 50-second highlights, little B-roll to start, and basket, stop assists. Like, everybody sees that, and everybody's doing it. Like, how are you gonna separate yourself? And then we talk about the levels. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm the best in the city or anything, but
people consider you the best. Let's keep it.
I'm not the bro. I'm not gonna, bro. I forgot what I was saying, bro.
Oh, I tripped you up.
No, but you gotta learn how to separate yourself so you can be in those. You could be considered to be the best, or be one of those guys who actually, like, yo, tune into, like, you feel me? Tune into X, Y, and Z video. I'm not gonna say myself, but tune into X, Y, and Z video. Yo, X, Y, and Z just dropped. Like, I know because they do things differently, I'm gonna go tune into that. Like, perfect example. Somebody who I think is like a very good storyteller is Vintage Visuals. Everybody loves Vintage.
Yeah, because
so
he different.
He does a great job storytelling. So it's like, he separated himself. He did that, and that's what brought him to the NBA. Like, he's working with Ryan Dunn. So, like, if that's the blueprint, why is somebody gonna keep doing the same thing over and over again when you just see somebody from Queens start Christ the King, Luhai, now he's in the NBA. Like, like, people have to learn how to learn from people who are actually who've done it, and, like, I'm still learning from people who've done it. Like, so if I'm seeing it, all right, word, you know what? That's the path, like, I gotta go on. So people should follow and do the same thing.
There's a couple stories that you've told, been a part of, and I've also been a part of. Let's start with the one that you kind of dropped recently, Deron Rippey Jr., man, Finish Line. What episode we on, 5 or 4?
We're shooting 4.
We're shooting 4. Okay, so
actually, we're shooting season 2, episode 1.
Yeah. But you just recently dropped that episode, and it's starting to see, like, certain things are aligning for him and for you.
Man,
we literally just spoke about Vintage Visuals being at Luhai, linking up with Ryan Dunn, telling his story, and then he's like, "Yo, I'm bringing you over here with me." So you're gradually telling the story of Deron Rippey Jr., where a lot of people kind of consider him a Jersey cat, when in all reality he's really from Brooklyn.
Fort Greene, bro.
And his parents are also from Brooklyn. Might have to fact check that, but regardless, he's been on a trajectory that over the past year that almost looks scary in a good way.
No, it's very scary.
So how do you fathom creating his story, depicting his story, but then also showing, like, yo, there's more to this kid than just these highlights,
bro,
with that?
All right, I'm going to bring it back to his freshman year. Me and Nate Blue, Real Scout, we go to a Jersey event. He's a freshman. He's coming off the bench. They playing at They're playing at Ramapo College, or they're playing Ramapo. I can't remember, but Nate's telling me about this kid. I'm like, I don't know him, but I seen him, and you could see, like, those glimpses, bro. And it's like, wow,
you just know, like, when you know.
Like, he's gonna be a great player. So I'm like, yo, I would love to be up. Like, at the time, I was trying to get into my docu-series bag, you know. I'm like, yo, I would love to do something on him, because, like, bro, he's very good. And then I met Rip Senior. He was like, "Yo, I want you to do something on my kids." Like, you know, that was just when the seed was planted. It didn't really come into life until the season after. So I seen when New Heights was still with New Heights Lightning. I did his second mix, his second high school mix. My son Kenny from Jersey. I love Kenny. He did his first mix. New Jersey Hoop Recruit. They did a little freshman, sophomore, little All Star game. He was playing in. The weekend after, Ron and New Heights, they playing in Made Hoops. Like pre AAU season event, like that, right? I'm watching. I'm like, yo, this like I'm watching it. I just seen him a few months ago, and I'm seeing him again. Like he already got better in those short 4 months. I see where this is going. Sophomore year, I kind of watched from the sidelines. You know what I mean? I was still doing my. I think I was his sophomore year. I was doing New York. I was covering that whole season. Ended up going to his chip game. Yes, freshman year because freshman year he lost. Sophomore year he won. And he just won junior year. Right. I had to make sure I got my timeline correct.
Timeline correct.
Boom. They got their get back on St. Benedict's championship game. I was there, covered that game for New York versus New York. So gave him that. Like I was the middleman for that connection. You know what I mean? So that was like fire. Like him and his dad had a moment. I'm like, nah, next season I gotta be like here. And so that off season going in. So after he finishes AU season, he comes back home. He's home for a while, working out with Just Humble Development.
Shout out Humble.
I love, bro. Yeah, I'm like, well, we already know.
Yeah, word.
Like I'm like, you know what, bro? Like I think it's time to lock in and actually do this. And like I'm really grateful for Pat, his mom, like and his dad, Big Rip, because they were able to like make sure I was comfortable in their house a lot. Like
they opened the door for real.
They really did. Like I would meet up with Rip J Street to pick me up to go to Ron game or something like that. Like it was really like that. So I built a connection with the entire family, and like those are people I really care about, bro.
Gangsta.
And then watching his junior year unfold, like we just watched it unfold. Like we was there, bro. Like
yo,
we was there. Literally starting when episode 1, like he was in the gym with Harrington and just watching him like get ready for his upcoming season, and then boom, Jordan Holiday Classic.
Put the whole state on the map. If you ain't know, now you know.
Like it's like, and then I'm there. I have him mic'd up,
and he's like, "Where Melo at?
Yo,
Melo,
like,
Melo."
So it's like, honestly, I didn't document him to be like, yo, when you get to the NBA, bring me on with you. But I know there's a story there, and if nobody's gonna capture it, I'm gonna take the advantage. Like I'm gonna sacrifice time out of my day to go to Fort Greene. You know, get those Ubers. You know, shout out Big Rip because how much your cab back home? Like,
because he really don't have to do all of that.
He don't.
He really don't. But he did it.
But I appreciate them because
he's still doing it.
Because like, Danae, his sister, every episode drops, she's crying, like
emotional tears.
Like, yes, bro. So it's like that's what keeps me going.
Yeah, word.
Like if it could resonate with the family, the people that he's with,
then
like
screw everybody else. Yeah.
I feel like it's successful.
It is a successful thing.
Like so now we going into season 2, bro. He's having I'm watching from the sidelines, but
yeah, it's getting to the point now where we open our phone every other day. We're like, Rippy again.
Beat some X, Y, and Z ranked player hiding him. Cool.
Yeah, okay.
It's another day for him now. Like, but people didn't see the work. Like they don't see the work he puts in. Shout out Joe Mantegna. Like he puts a battery in Ron's back. Like you heard it in the locker room. Like ever since he was 14, he was ready for the big lights.
Facts.
Like
that hit because I was there too, and I'm like, yo, nah.
For a coach to even say that to someone, like that's a lot of confidence you have in this kid.
Let's tell people who this coach is just in case they're watching.
Do your homework. NYC Hoops Summer Team, McDonald All-American, South Sudan Men's National Team. So that's just a list. Like that's just a couple. But just those 3 alone. Like let's relax.
Let's relax.
Like so, shout out Coach Joe. Shout out DeJesus. Like I love that Blair staff. They open their arms for me too. Like they shout like they text me all the time.
Whatever you need in the locker room, do whatever. Yeah.
Appreciate you. Like I really love the Blair family, bro. And like just watching that team just develop, and they are a brotherhood, and I'm able to capture that. Like last episode I dropped, it wasn't even just about Ron. Like it was featuring Jack Bailey, Jane Chapman.
Boston
Like,
College, Rhode Island commits.
come on,
Hello.
Come on,
Hello.
bro. It's like a tree because Ron is like the center, but it's trickling down to so much other people in his life.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes. The people around him are also getting opportunities to shine in ways that they probably didn't get to.
and then like me being a part of that, I'm able to bring other creators to the Blair world. Like I got you coming to driving 2 hours and 45 minutes to Blair.
Can we speak on that real quick?
Yeah, we could definitely speak on that.
The first day I walked into that Blair gym with this man Melo, and I watched him. This was like what, an hour before the game started? Bro, they had a full 45-minute warm-up, and they had 2 sections of it. The first half was like, all right, light one, get the sweat going a little bit, fundamentals. Second half, it's like, all right, foot on next, foot on gas. Every move is intentional. We're about to play a game. I don't want to see nobody lacking. And that was probably my first time I ever saw the difference between a PSAL New York City school and a Catholic League high-level New York City school versus prep and all we produce are D1 athletes.
Yeah, bro, it got like that.
That was really one of the first times I really looked around and I was like, oh, this is different.
It gets like that, bro.
Shout out Blair. Shout out you for taking me there. I ain't gonna lie, you ain't have to call me for that. You could have called anybody else, but you called me. Shout out you for that. But damn. But nah, for real though, bro, because I remember it like it was yesterday, bro. That joint had me looking around the gym like, that was one of my first student sections I saw. And them student sections was wilding, I ain't gonna lie.
You can't do that.
Yo, you think student sections you see on TV? No, that joint is really real. You just got to go to the right spots, the right schools, with the right atmosphere. Because some of these schools in New York City, you can't do that, and their gyms aren't big enough to even do that. So it get a little tricky with that.
And it wasn't ghetto.
At all.
Like, they're just rowdy.
That might be a different conversation, but...
But no shades.
But real,
sometimes
though.
I like the ghetto-ness.
Yeah, facts.
But, it
wasn't
ghetto.
There's a way to be real home court advantage.
And they
without
they
crossing
capitalize.
that line.
Yeah. They don't ever approach the line.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah, good.
New York City.
Yeah,
Franks are being thrown.
Franks are being thrown.
Mothers are being mentioned. Girlfriends.
Yes, girlfriends are being talked about.
Yeah,
yes.
like
it get like that.
So like watching that prep level basketball definitely opened my eyes, bro. I seen like a lot of layers of basketball, and that's a very
from that moment.
Level
now I have an eye like, okay, if I see something like this again, I know it's real.
Yeah.
But I don't think maybe 2 schools in New York City as a whole, maybe 2, can be on that level of preparation from start to finish.
Who are the 2?
In my opinion, I've never seen Stepanak get ready for a game like that, but maybe they've done it in their own home building. But you have to say Stepanak, and I would say Lehigh because at this point Lehigh is just here.
You just mentioned 2 non-New York City schools, by the way.
But they're technically
they play New York City teams.
That's what I'm saying though.
But like Long Island and White Plains are not in the 5 boroughs.
You are very correct, sir. But
no shade to them. I love their programs.
But that's how it is.
They produce Division I talent.
My fault. Let me correct it. New York State.
Yeah, that's a great answer.
But I guess with you saying that, technically, there is no school in New York City that can be on that in the 5 boroughs that are technically on that preparation level.
Don't ask me that. I feel like the coaches gotta ask that themselves.
Okay. That's a fact.
They should take a day out there live and go take a trip to Blair to watch how they practice.
To Blair. From one story to another. Speaking of coaches, Mr. Gary Irvin. We've seen this is just another story that I've been able to tell. You've also told in your own way. I'm still kind of mad that we both ain't get to collab on that, but it's all right. It's cool as long as we doing what we got to do. Nazareth, single A school.
Shout out to Kingsman.
Shout out to Kingsman, man. Not a lot of people want to hear that, but we gonna talk about it. And one of our first interactions was, or one of the earlier interactions that I can remember at least, was 2023, that run they had into the playoffs and into undefeated season. And we know what it was like in that locker room that last day.
Oh, man. Crickets.
You
could hear a pin drop.
You feel me? And then the transition to even go to AA even after a treacherous loss like that. To then still go to the championship again, where people thought they were about to be like a 4-win season.
Yeah, I mean, so like,
So yeah, let's start there. Let's start
yo,
there.
bro, like, people are gonna say whatever they want to say, but like, we see the work that those kids, that those staff put in. Like, that's a family over there. Like, and we are part of that family.
Mm-hmm.
So like, people are gonna say what they want to say. Nas this, Jer that.
Mm-hmm.
But they can't say nothing about the media though. Like, they can't say nothing about that. There's people think they got the best media team in the city. Nah, they don't. But like, it's not a discussion.
Yeah.
Like we really put the work in. Like every game we there.
Every game.
You there practices. Like
Yeah, that was a run for me last year. That was a different type of run.
We are like that. The story we are telling is essential. Everybody's already covering the stepping acts and the Lou Highs. Like it's a little school in East Flatbush, gang.
Bro, I live literally 5 minutes from that. Bro.
Like, so it's like I can hop on one bus and be there, and I'm welcome with open arms. Of course, I'm gonna take advantage. Like, I could go in there. Oh, you good? You don't gotta pay. I know you.
Yeah, word. Yeah.
Like, yo, Melo, come in the locker room. Come in the locker room. Like,
do you think where some of the noise we hear? Because you probably remember this. I'm not gonna say the schools that were playing. I only give one of the schools that were playing, but we were at an Eagle Brooklyn game. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say who they were playing, but this individual came up to me, you, Aaron, and said, "Yo, Nas got all these hitters on the media side. It's like y'all don't want to go to no other school and cover."
sound cool.
It sounded cool, and I also thought that was like the craziest disrespect because before we even decided to really lock in with Nas,
We were there.
for
Before you.
all these other schools. Certain statements like that, other people are also saying it, Nas this, Nas
And one
that.
thing people gotta understand: we have a life.
Oh, man.
Like, our life is not just cameras. Like, people approach me all the time, like, yo, can you do this for me? Like, I honestly do not have a schedule to do certain things anymore. Like, that's the life I have now. Like, I am now tasked with big projects featuring big production, bigger staff. So it's like, I can't do little things anymore. Not because, like, I don't want to. Certain things don't even pique my interest anymore.
Yeah, because it's like.
But
that's
like, so when I
mm-hmm.
take time out of my day to cover a team, it's for a reason, and I guarantee it's a good one. So don't approach us that you feel like we should be covering you. You're feeling entitled. One, like, what have you done for us? Are you picking us up? Are you dropping us off? Like,
Are you having real life conversations with me?
like, do you even text us? Like, do you even have my number?
Word, do you even have my number?
Like, so it's like,
Gangster.
Nas, there's a reason why we're doing it, because they treat us like how we're supposed to be treated. So when certain people say certain things about how we should be doing this, we should be doing that, cool, find somebody else. If it's a problem, find somebody else. If you want me, now we can have a discussion, and it better involve some money. Because if
You see what we can do.
like, not even in any entitled saying, but like, you know what we can do, like, just how you said it. So don't say I should be doing anything, because who are you, and what are you doing for me? You know, like, I hope what you're doing is gonna, like, put me on a higher trajectory, but if it's gonna slow me down, nah, it's clip. Like, Nas, I was like, last year, I was able to really work on my social media, like,
You went crazy.
like, catalog. Like, I was able
Word.
to create a branding guide featuring fonts, colors, like,
Ways people to
Like,
do play of the game.
you open the Nas page and it was beautiful. Like,
Word.
everything
Word.
was in order. Everything. You cannot, like, so I can see why you want that. I can see why you want that.
But not everybody can get that.
Not everybody can get that. You got to be
everybody can get
like,
that.
word. You got it, word.
Let's get into a little bit more of the high school basketball scene. I'm going to try to give you some rapid fire. We are past the hour mark, I believe, but we cooking right now. I believe
I
we
like
cooking.
this. This is good pacing.
It's good pacing. So let's go into some rapid fire, right? We've talked about this behind the scenes so many times, me, you, and Steven. I remember after a Nas St. Francis game or Nas CTK game, we had to talk about this. PSAL or Catholic League? Why or why not?
I'm from a public school, so I'm always going to refer to PSAL.
Okay.
And I feel like that discussion in itself is so deep because, like, public school, they get DOE funding. Catholic school, they get alumni funding. These alumni go on to be six-figure people.
Mm-hmm.
Who
Graduating
can,
class of 1980 something.
like, who can give like a Stepanak a lifetime Under Armour deal. Like, those are the people that the Catholic school are dealing with. Kids who graduate high school don't even public school. Sometimes don't even go to college, bro. Like, they go JUCO, they go prep school. Like, it's a whole different discussion. So I feel like the journey is harder for public school, and that's why I like it so much. But like Catholic school, if you want to see some really defined basketball, like ball being moved, sets being ran, like that's where you go Catholic. Like, it's a very slow league. There's no trash talking. Like,
Only select schools. Word.
Some final scores be like 50, 60. We seen Jeff and Eagle go 100 for 100. Like,
Yeah,
that's not normal.
At
Like,
all.
but it's fun. Like, that's fun, bro. Like, we're seeing schools throw alleys, start the game. Like, bro, yeah, like talking crazy. Police coming on the court. You don't see that at Catholic school. Like, come on, that's gonna taint their image. The image already tainted in PSAL. So might as well keep painting the canvas, bro.
Yeah, make it a new picture.
Come on, bro. Might as well. And that's what I like about it. It's like I love the grit. So you feel me? That's like I love the passion.
That, yeah,
I love the
that
passion
part
that
of
comes with
PSAL.
PSAL.
I love that too. Word.
I'm always root for that.
One thing that, just in terms of that, I think the Catholic League is I think you kind of already touched on it, but it's a more transferable image to college.
Oh, for sure. But the discussion now is Catholic League is on a downhill.
Some of these players from Catholic
Are going
public.
public.
Yep. Rich Jackson was a Lachlan guy before he went to Eagle, and now Jeff.
Mount St. Michael just lost their star guard to Eagle Bronx. So it's like, not even Ryan Edwards. He just won a chip last year.
St. John's single leg just won a chip, transferred Eagle Bronx.
So it's like, like the talent is starting to keep up, but now it's like, how are they getting like they don't have the platform. They're just playing these games. They need those non-conference games that's outside the state where you got those college coach benches and reserved for a college coach. You know what I mean? Like, they need those type of platforms, but that's when they got to do fundraisers, and they can't just call up, yo, we need this. All right, boom, covered. They don't got that, so they got to go the extra mile, and that comes with being a good program. Like, you got to bring in the talent. Like, Eagle Brooklyn wasn't always good.
Facts.
Like, but now they're one of those
staple PSAL
exactly.
schools. Yeah.
Back-to-back champs. Like, those are. So I'm like, I could always root for the PSAL because it's on an uphill. It's going up.
Oh no, I see it. I see
It's
it.
like everybody sees it, and that's what people don't like. Like, people consider like PSAL. You know, last year was iffy because PSAL went 0-3 in the championship that final
versus Catholic school stuff.
But this year, like, I believe
it might be a little bit of a change.
I believe in those non-league games, we're gonna see like PSAL win a lot of those games because the talent is there. Like, the development aspect might not be there because, like, you know, certain coaches, like not coaches, but certain coaching staff don't really have those type of coaches who work on those skill development and things of that nature. But I definitely think the talent is already there. Like, I think it could definitely go band for band.
Rapid fire. Transfer portal.
The favorite part.
We already spoke on a couple of transfers. Rich Jackson, Ryan. Within the past 2 years, New York City has been shaken up enormously, tremendously.
Yeah.
We saw a freshman by the name of Anderson Diaz go from one of the hottest freshmen in the Catholic League, looking like he might take over St. Ray's. Go from that to OTE.
LWA.
My fault, yeah. LWA first to then OTE. A guy like Magic Mel going from Hayes to OSL. Is this a good thing that's going on with this transfer portal with all of this movement? Started out in college, of course, and now it's really trickling down very much.
One thing I'm gonna say is, like, if you're already good somewhere, don't leave. That's how I always look at it. Like, if you're good, like, just stay the course. Like, you gonna get yours. Like, there's a time and place for everything. Like, certain things just have to happen a certain way. And some kids don't understand that. They too impatient. They got one handler in their hair, another parent in the other. They believe that they are the savior for this program. Why is like, that's a whole other thing. But I do believe, like, it's good for us. But
it is.
for the coaches and the parent, I think it's very, it's nasty. Like, perfect example. Tiny came back to New York City and snatched up everybody. from St. Francis Prep, Scanlon, Rays. Like, he was snatching up everybody.
That's influence, but also that, like, if we're being for real, it's not really a good thing sometimes.
It's not. Like,
And then now some of those kids had to scramble after what
transpired, you know,
yeah,
like.
exactly.
But then you have kids going from Catholic to public to Catholic. It's just so much going on.
That's when the rules
and I
start
was
coming
kind of
into
a
play.
part of it because I was doing a couple of graphics before Puff came around. Puff done made my life so much easier.
I respect that part.
He made my life so much easier.
It's like it got to a point Puff had to edit every 2 days.
Yo, it was, bro. If you go on his page, portal.
I'm starting to think I'm starting to think these is AI generated, but it's cool though. However you get your money, you gotta get it.
Yeah, bro. I support. But yeah, like, so we're watching a lot happen, a lot change. So it's cool. Like, it depends who you're asking. I think it's cool. Sometimes if I'm a fan of a kid and he go somewhere else, I'm
it's like
like, why you did that? I feel like he was good. I feel like he was good where you was at. But teach yourself.
One name that we probably thought could have been a transfer, and we realized he didn't go nowhere.
Oh.
Who are we without your influence? Nah, let me chill. But Mr. Jada Swan, after what he did last year, knowing that Connor was about to leave and go to college, unfortunate stuff has happened.
I thought you were talking about Ty Romeo.
Oh.
But that's a whole different discussion.
Do we gotta put him on Front Street?
Nah.
That could be a behind the scenes, yeah.
We know what was being
what was supposed to happen with.
But honestly, see, a player like Jada Swan, he has the power to bring notoriety to his school. Like, he does not need to go find it. It comes to him.
Yeah.
So it's like, but there's only a select few players who have that kind of pull. So it's like, he's fortunate enough to, like, be a part of a whole movement. Belt boys, like, you getting brought to Nike HQ to just rep belt boys. Like, that's,
mind you, that's an Adidas school.
That's my point.
Let's
exactly.
talk about it.
Like,
Let's talk about it.
So, but like, teams like, not even teams per se, but like a PJ Singleton, who I believe is one of the best skilled players in the city. Flat.
Word.
He's poised.
He had me thinking he was a junior, senior at a sophomore. Word.
But like, his development, he goes to Canarsie High School. You feel me? He came off the bench at Lachlan his freshman year. Then decided to, you know what? I'm going to stay home because he's from the floss. I'm going to stay home and put on, which he did. They made it to the Final Four since 2007. So the notoriety is going to come to you if you are good enough. But if you're not, don't leave. Like, there are a couple of kids who go somewhere from a starting position to the bench. Was it really worth it? I know the portal closed on October 31st, so that's what I was told. I know the portal closed on October 31st, so I think y'all should go back to where you was at and be Gucci.
And get back. Word.
You feel me? But like I said, I like it from being a videographer, a director. You know, it's fun. So,
best player in the city right now. As we started preseason, who's the best player in the city? Or
I don't. You know what? Okay, everybody knows who the best player is. I don't look at basketball like best. It's not that black and white.
Yeah,
it's not that black and white.
Let's talk about it. Yeah,
I believe there are players who are due for a breakout year.
Okay, let's go for. Can you give me 3 people
who are due for a breakout year?
Yes, sir. Easy. No matter if it's PSA or
not. Yeah, from the city alone. First of all, like, it's kind of like, it's one thing when you like see them play the season and off season they have the humble runs, like.
Word. And
you see those players like, oh, now you about to tweak out next year. I already see it.
I see where you're going with this.
I love Ty Romeo. That kid's so good at basketball.
Tyler.
That kid is so good at basketball. Like, I've watched him like play against those 4A, AA Catholic schools.
I saw him against James Monroe at a preseason game last year, and he went stupid.
Yeah, so like, he's on trajectory to be one of those guys in the city
that can bring notoriety to his school.
They dropped the top 10 players, and he's on the top 10. So it's like.
He wasn't on no list last year for real.
Exactly.
Until
he's
he won.
Putting on.
Yeah.
So like I said, the notoriety is going to come to you. You feel me? Although he should have went somewhere else, but we're not even gonna talk about that.
We're not gonna talk about that.
But feel me? I love what he's doing. I really like Denim Trotman. Like,
hi Denim.
And you know one thing about him, basketball aside, that kid is so pure-hearted, bro.
Yo, it's like every time he see one of us, it's just a smile.
It's a smile, bro.
No
And like
politics involved,
bro,
no
like,
nothing. Know where my mix at.
No, bro, a lot of players have ill intent trying to be cool with us. They try to be cool with us so they could get something out of us. He don't care. Like, yo, like, those my guys. Like, so cool for me. Like, to play like that, and he works for me. Shout out Island Work. He putting him day in and day out working out for me. He's putting on.
Yeah.
Like,
I can't even really add to that. I'm gonna just say yes. Facts.
Then I'm dropping third.
So you start thinking.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to. There's obvious names, but I'm trying to think of a player who piqued my interest this summer.
Okay.
Oh man.
That's 2 PSALs, by the way. I just wanted to let that be known.
Nah, for sure. I mean, see, like, but then we have the AJ Moody's, the Justin Delgados, but those are, I can't say those names because they're gonna think it's biased. They're gonna say one or whatever. Cool.
But AJ is those two are definitely primed. For
no,
AJ.
yeah.
That's just
that's
how I feel too. But
yeah.
I see why you don't say those names.
I mean, due for a big year, Catholic school, just Jazier Crawford. He waited his turn. Let me tell you something about that kid, bro.
Yeah, he did wait his turn.
Bro,
I think he did.
My first AAU year, I was with New York Jayhawks. They ended up being dismantled as a program from the Adidas aspect. They still an AAU program, but I was with Jazier and like just hearing him out, like he like, yo, bro, I could barely get in the gym. Like I gotta be hitting up coaches. Coaches don't be hitting him back. Like he really like he's not one of the fortunate few. Like, you know those people who be having those, yo, let me get in the gym. Yeah, bet, pull up at 6. Like, you gotta be like, yeah, maybe come this day. I'm gonna, like, he's one of those, like, he had to really wait his turn. And like, I watched him wait his turn. Now he's approaching his senior year. I believe he's gonna do great things.
Nah, he's top.
I
he's
like
top
him.
2 point guards in the city. No matter.
And on top of that, him and Ron are from Fort Greene. So like they grew up
together. Oh, word?
Yeah. He's going from Fort Greene to
tough.
Holy Cross.
That's tough.
Like, that's a trip, bro. Like, he's dedicated.
Yeah.
Feel me? Like, I really like that kid, bro. I really like that kid.
So,
all guards too, by the way.
Yeah.
Just notice that too. I'm guard.
You're guard heavy.
Guard heavy.
Guard heavy.
Guard heavy.
Tyler Romeo, Denham Trotman, Jazier Crawford. We got our eyes on you. That's all I can really say on that one. More rapid fire as we wind down, because now we pushing that long hour mark, and at this point, I don't know if all of this game we getting is clocking to y'all right now. So hopefully y'all tuning in, right? New York City as a whole. Everybody that's outside of New York City always has something to say about New York City when we step into a room. Mm-hmm. But only New York City can really talk about New York City.
Agreed.
What is something that we have to get right? Something that we have to change in this landscape that continues to trouble the youth, maybe even the media, or just the whole basketball as a
coaches. Put your players in the right predicament after they graduate. Please. There's no reason why your third or second best player should be going JUCO. Put them in the D2. Put them in the low. Like, grades, granted, I completely understand it.
You cook
because I see everything, I hear everything.
For sure.
But you guys are not you guys. There's a great amount of you that do the work. But there are some of you that don't care about the kids. And I'm like,
only your win-loss record.
Yeah, but you're still not making it to Fordham.
That's a bar.
Still not making it to Queens College.
St. John's.
So, like, what do you care about? Like, you know what? Word.
What's the best player? Who is the best player you've witnessed since picking up a camera?
I witnessed since picking up a camera. Do they still have to be playing right now, or they could be like?
Ever since you picked up that A600, A64, A63.
Oh man, the player I've seen develop like tremendously. Man, hold on, give me a second. Wow.
I know.
Nah, hold on. Halon is one of them. Ty Francis is another one. These are two Nas kids don't really care.
Don't care, but we seen it. We seen it up close.
Jada Swan is another one. Like, I seen Jada.
JV
JV South Shore mix. Everybody talk about the mix like pair. Like it's magic. Like I seen that, like, and then him now. People talk about him best player in New York City. He was on JV at South Shore where he should have been on varsity. Like, another player who waited his turn.
So many.
There's so many, bro. Like, and they could say what they want to say about New York City. Like they can, but we see like we see the potential. Obviously, it's a lot of other things that
Behind the scenes.
influence a kid's like trajectory to go into that next level, like grades. You know, unfortunately, like the hood circumstances, like people be dibbling, dabbling into those gang stuff like idiots. But it's like I get it. But yeah, definitely, there's a lot of players, a lot of great talent from New York City, bro. But I seen a lot really start here and then end up here. It's pretty cool.
How big has making connections been in your career? You are entering year 4 to 5, I believe.
This is going to be my 4th high school season, but I'm still in my 3rd year picking up a camera.
Yeah, so call it 3 to 4, but call it 4.
Sheesh.
How big has connections been so far? And you haven't even hit the 5-year mark for real.
Man. Yo, yeah, a lot of people always talk about, like, yo, bro, you're, like, so young and you're, like, so blessed to be a part of this. And, like, a lot of people, obviously I am, you know, I'm super grateful to be where I am. Like, a lot of people wait a long time to be in the situation I'm in. But, like, networking is, like, 90% of that. Like, let me not even say that. I'm going to say it's, like, 60%. That's a big drop in percentage. But I'm going to say your work ethic is that other 40%. Because you can talk, but your work has to back it up. It has to. Because a lot of people
just be talking.
Just be talking, bro. You know that. Like, they just be talking. And I'm like, you know what? I didn't do the talking at first. I let my work talk for me. I don't even have I haven't had a profile. I don't have a profile picture. I don't do no talking.
That's why I asked that.
It's very simple. I let, like, there was a point in time when there was 100 posts on my page. Like, you have to work. And people think, nah, I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna talk to X, Y, and Z. I'm gonna let that come. I'm gonna let that come to me. Now you gotta go get it. Like, your portfolio has to talk for you. Like, that's how I see it. And then obviously when you get in those rooms though, that's when you gotta be, you know, professional. You gotta be able to present yourself in a certain way, and I definitely think that's very important, especially in the corporate side of things. Like, outside of basketball, when you, like, talking to a director of social, director of marketing, like, you got to be able to talk. Like, that's very important. That's very important. So, yeah.
Biggest inspiration?
You know, I was talking about this answer in the car. You know, it's not an individual, but I believe that, like, when I go on Instagram.com, like, when I open up my Instagram app and I go to that explore and I see the amazing creators that's out there, like, at levels that I'm trying to be at, working for these big brands with those big budgets, like, those big campaigns, I want to be there. So that's my inspiration, being able to have access to so many people, and I could just simply save a video, and now I could refer to that anytime I'm doing a mood board or a project board for something I want to create. Like, you feel me? That's my biggest inspiration. Like, people that I don't even know, honestly.
Okay. Biggest accomplishment / moment?
You know, like, when I first started, like, I was keeping track of stuff like that, and then I stopped. Because I feel like there's always a bigger moment to, like, try for. Exactly. Like, so it's like, I don't really know, bro. I really don't know.
Okay. All right. That's fine. We could leave that question to be continued.
Yeah. I could name a million things I'm proud of, and that were big at the time, and then there was a bigger one, and there was a bigger one, and there was a bigger one. So right now I'm just waiting for the next big one.
For the next one. My story is different. I ain't gonna lie. You are one of the more creative minds in media. You kind of touched on this earlier, but what continues to drive you every day to put in that consistency and put in that work to still, even if you don't drop that day, what keeps you going, driving you every day?
Oh, man. I think I have a fear of failure. Like, I don't want to be whack, bro. Like, I don't want to be whack.
Facts.
And, like, although Instagram could be my biggest inspiration, I'll be feeling whack when I open Instagram. I'm like, nah, there's dudes only 2-3 years older than me doing like what I want to do. So when I'm 3 years from now, I better be in that situation, like that predicament or that situation, because, bro, like, man.
All right, yeah, we're gonna leave that there. 2 more questions. If you weren't in this business, what would you be doing in an alternate life or career?
You know, I try not to think like that, cause like, if God puts me on a path, I'ma just stay on a path. You feel me? Like, I'm not gonna worry about a path that's behind me or all the way over there or all the way over there, like tunnel vision. So I don't try to think like that. It's like, because that's like fake. Like, I'm a realist. So should've, would've, could've, and or ifs, not my cup of tea.
Yeah, you be doing that like behind the scenes when we be in the car. You be like, shoulda, coulda, woulda, bro. No, yeah.
Like,
facts.
I don't think like that. I think about definites, what already happened. Like, what are you planning? If it don't happen like that, all right, cool. We move on to the next. Like, you can't think about, damn, like, imagine COVID never happened. I graduated in 4 years. Like, can I be at like a D3 or something? Like, I don't care. Like, I got a camera now. I know amazing people. Like, that's all I think about. What am I gonna do? Not what I could have done or what it would have been.
Who's the next person that needs to be in that seat? Or you can recommend a couple people that you feel should be in that seat.
Nate Blue.
Shout out Real Scout.
You parlaying, bro. You NIL now. You got time, bro.
All right, bet. Say no more. Say no more.
Steven Carrasco. Shout out again. Like, because he has a different story, bro. Like, he has to work extremely hard.
And he's giving me some advice when I first was getting into the New York versus New York scene. That still
really
resonates
hard,
with me.
and I gotta give him his flowers, bro. But definitely people who could. You already had Shake on here. You know, Steven. Let me think. I would say Leander, but he's Hollywood. Yeah, I think just those 2 are the only names I got for now.
All right. And of course, this is the part of the episode where we end off, where the guest can say whatever is on his mind after rambling for so long with me. First off, appreciate you.
I'm trolling.
But now, this is your 5 seconds, 30 seconds, 5 minutes, 15 minutes. Say whatever you want to the people. It's your camera, man.
I don't have much to say. Sorry. But what I will say. Oh, wow, I just got like quiet because like the AC just turned off. It just gave me the
timing,
floor.
aura.
Like, you know, I'm not here to put my beliefs on nobody or nothing like that. But when you put God first, that's really what matters, bro. Like, you don't gotta worry about nothing else.
No God, no peace.
And then hold on, no God, no peace, right? And then on the back,
he's cooking.
It says, no God,
no peace. Oh my gosh!
So he could be when he could be the center of your life, your decision making, your discernment, the people you're supposed to be around, it becomes a lot easier. So,
damn, I gotta go back to church.
Yeah.
So, I gotta go back to church. Or,
yeah, that's all I really have to say.
No God, no peace, and no God, no peace. I think we had the title of our episode.
Hello.
Hello. SwayReportingLive Live One Sitdowns, Melo Films, man.
That was fire.
That. Yo, yeah, we done.